Howdy folks, it's Diecast Buffet here again, and in this video I will be talking about the upcoming schedule for the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, the official reveal. So the schedule has not been revealed, has not been announced, anything like that. I've only mentioned possible additions, but nothing concrete, but we officially have a schedule. We finally have the schedule. This is months away from it, but I felt it was very important to get the schedule out and early. So without further ado, here is NASCAR Duralast Cup Series Season 2 schedule. And just like that, folks, there you have it. The season will be kicking off in August, so look for it early August for the Daytona 500. It's going to be a lot of excitement because I'm already ready to get them started. But we're going to have almost, I'd probably say almost every single car is going to be a 2019 diecast. So fresh paint everywhere. And the schedule changes that we kind of did is we included extra races this time. So the first season, we had 8 races, and I thought that was, a good number to start it off because the series did start off as a stop motion series. And after race 2, I realized that I just don't have time for that. But the way I do my races on here is unlike anyone else on YouTube. A lot of people do drag racing series and stuff like that with the NASCAR stuff. I don't do that. I do the actual oval racing, and I let it dictate how the season turns out. So it's real racing, guys. It's something that no one else does, and I'm very excited about it. So we kick it off at Daytona. After that, we're going to go to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Then after that, we go to Bristol, Las Vegas, and then Auto Club. Now, that's a bunch of new tracks there. We have Las Vegas and Auto Club. 2 new tracks of the circuit. We did not have these previously. They'll be added to the circuit because I love, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I think that's a very fun track. Auto Club, big 2-mile speedway, super speedway at that. A lot of exciting racing there. And then we go to a short track, a new short track on the circuit. We're going to be going to Richmond. Now, I needed a short track for the schedule. I didn't know exactly which one I wanted. But I started thinking about it more and more, and Richmond, I think, is a very good fit. So this schedule will have 3 short track races. We'll be going to Bristol later in the season. It'll be the 3rd race to the finale. We'll be going back to Bristol Motor Speedway. Bristol would be the only 2 race track on the schedule. I loved, the Bristol race we had in Season 1. It went very well, seeing Ryan Blaney win that one. I even did a custom diecast on it. If you haven't seen it, go check out the video for that. But I definitely wanted to get back to Bristol. I had some, kind of a little bit of a diverse schedule. So we have 2 restriction plate races. We have 3 short tracks. We got some 1.5 miles. And we also got some 2-mile super speedways. Moving forward in the schedule, we're going to go to Chicagoland, and then we're going to go to Michigan. Michigan's a new racetrack on the schedule, the sister track to Auto Club Speedway. So you're going to have 2 2-mile super speedways on the circuit. That's going to be fun to call the action for those home. And then after Michigan, we're going to go to Pocono. Pocono is another new track on the schedule. I kind of thought about maybe doing 2 Pocono races, but I was like, you know what? We're going to do 1 Pocono race. In the future, maybe, but definitely for season 2, I felt like it was important to have some different style racetracks. Pocono, I mean, the only track I can think of that's sort of is similar to it is Nazareth, because that's like the miniature Pocono. After Pocono, which is going to probably be early December, we're going to be going to Talladega. Now, this one, it's going to be kind of tricky to get the date in because it's going to be around Christmas time, probably. It's going to be around Christmas time. And the reason it's going to be tricky is because on New Year's Eve, yes, New Year's Eve, we're going to have the Texas race. Last year, we had the Texas race before New Year's, and it was awesome. I loved it. This will be our patriotic event of the season. So all the patriotic cars, they'll be out supporting their awesome sponsors on their cars at Texas Motor Speedway. That'll be the final race of this year, and then we'll have some more in 2020. But the final race scheduled in 2019 will be the Texas race, which would be our patriotic event. So that's going to be really cool. New Year's Eve. And that means there's going to be 3 races in December. So that's going to be the heaviest month of the schedule. So it's going to be a lot of work on your boy. A lot of work. So after Texas Motor Speedway, it's the final 3 races, the stretch to the championship. We're going to be going back to Bristol Motor Speedway in early January, probably about mid-January, because the Texas race might consider the early January race, so we might wait a little bit for that one. Then we got Charlotte Motor Speedway. It'll be the second to the last race of the year. We'll be going there probably late January. And then after that, we're going to be going to Homestead Miami Speedway, which will probably be about mid-February because I like to have a little bit of time to make sure we got everything ready because there's a lot of promotion I need to do for that event. So they'll probably be mid-February. So there'll probably be a longer break between Charlotte and Homestead since it is the finale of the season. This season will end sooner than last year's, but we'll have more races because we're going to be condensing the schedule as best as we can. So we're going to have more races than last year. In fact, 6 more races? Yes, 6 more races on the schedule for Season 2, but we're going to have a shorter overall schedule band. Now, I could have dragged it out, but I was like, I like the idea of having a condensed schedule, and it ends right before the Daytona 500 in real life, so you get that kind of, get that break, so to speak. So like after Homestead's filmed and all that stuff and it's ran, it's over, then I can kind of focus more on the actual real NASCAR stuff. And that's kind of my thinking with this. So let me know what y'all think about the new schedule in the comments below. Again, NASCAR Duralast Cup Series Season 2 will be kicking off early August, so look forward to that one. I got a lot of die casts I got to get for the season, so a lot of cool stuff coming up on the channel. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you have a great one, and Diecast Buffet, signing off.